Hi, it's Valerie Gladstone from Brooklyn Dollworks. Today I'm going to do a short presentation on how I add dry pigments into wet polymer clay. I always bake my polymer clay heads at least twice. First bake has the dry pigment and the lashes. I don't worry about the back of the head, and this is why I do it and the materials I use. You can use any kind of dry pigment to add to polymer clay which hasn't been baked yet. Anything from makeup, which is all a dry pigment, to chalk pastels, even cheaper chalk pastels. What I'm going to use today is Primacolor new pastels. They're artist grade, which means there's more color pigment in the actual pastels. What you need is your X-Acto knife, and make yourself a little tray just out of a piece of paper. This keeps it all in one place, and you can mix all the colors in the tray before you apply it to your head. Scrape a little of each color that you need to the tray, and there's a variety of paintbrushes. I don't use your good paintbrushes, use cheaper paintbrushes. In the tray, you're going to mix the colors you want. This helps with your color theory by mixing your yellow with your blue. Add a little red, and you get a brown. Then I go in and add the pigment to the clay in all of the crevices to add depth and interest into a bit of red, you can also test the colors on another piece of clay before you would apply it to your finished sculpt. The dry pigment will absorb into the uncured clay. So once it's down, it cannot be moved around, or else you'll have streaking. Okay. Take my smaller brush. To the eye line. Add depth into all of your shadows. Give her a little rosy nose. Then take your big fluffy brush with no pigment on it and brush away any of the excess pigment. What this does is sets the dry pigment into the clay, pulls the oils of the clay back to the top of the sculpt, which is why it's now becoming shiny. Don't worry about the shine, it goes away. More the eye sockets. There you have it. Dry pigment and uncured polymer clay. At this point, then I would bake it.